I haven't driven this car in probably 2 or 3 weeks. Just fired right up. Welcome everyone back to another POV video. As you can see, we are not driving the Subaru. We are not driving the XRS. We are in the Corolla LE, which you guys haven't seen in a minute. So obviously I'm driving this car, which means no, I haven't sold it. I'm also not planning to sell it. Just figured I'd clear that up because there were a couple people who thought that I sold this car when I got the XRS or shortly after I got the XRS, just because I haven't really been making any videos on it. The real reason I haven't been making many videos on it is just because, well, there's not really a lot that I've needed to do to this car. Currently, the big project is with the XRS. At the moment, I don't need to do too much and make too many videos on it. But I do have a couple things in the works for this car, so don't worry. There will be more videos on this car, especially when we start doing bigger jobs on it, hopefully. I mean, if I can, you know, find a space to work that's not at my apartment, then maybe we can do something with fixing this automatic transmission, maybe giving it, you know, a 5 or 6 speed stick shift instead of the 4-speed auto. It's pretty close to rush hour, so yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with some of this. So just as a little teaser, I have a couple things, well, one main thing in the works with the exterior of this car. I do have a little bit of a partial wrap that is going to happen probably this month. With this car, I can't really do all the things I want to do, like transmission swap or turbo install or any, like, I can't really do that in my current setup. Like, if I can find a space to work outside of the apartment, then we can get that going. But until then, the car is just gonna sit the way it is right now. But we'll see how all of that stuff goes. The one main thing at the moment that's keeping me from turboing this car, at least, you know, beyond a financial standpoint, is just it's emissions. Because here in Colorado, we have emissions testing, so I'm pretty much guaranteed to fail if they can't read my computer. Because turbocharging obviously means that I have to run a standalone, I can't run the factory ECU. Pretty much automatic failure the second they try to plug anything into the OBD2 port. And then the main thing keeping me from doing the auto to manual transmission swap, like I've said, that's just because I can't keep this car, you know, up in the air for, say, a few days. The HOA at the apartment will 100% complain. I will probably get a pretty big ticket from that, so I'm not gonna take any chances there. That also is the same for all the other cars, so I can't do a clutch and flywheel for the XRS, even though I would love to. I can't because of the same reason. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. But this car won't disappear from the channel because I'll still do POVs on it, I'll still do the occasional update on it. So don't worry, you guys will still see this car. It's still, oh, okay. But don't worry about it, you guys are still gonna see videos. I did see recently on YouTube an unequal length header Corolla. That Corolla with unequal lengths sounds so good. It's actually ridiculous. And it gave me an idea for when I go to turbo this car. That one thing that I really want to do, which I'll have to decide on it, but it inspired me to see if I can figure out an unequal length header turbo setup. So not only is it pretty quick, but it also sounds very Subaru. I could make the Subaru Corolla, and I think that would be a very cool project. Obviously, I would need to modify the header to make it unequal length, but what do you think? Should I make the Subaru Corolla, the unequal length header Corolla? Let me know in the comments below, because I think that's a sick idea. And yeah, sure, I'm sacrificing some horsepower, but when I'm turboed, I'm gonna be happy with the power either way. This is so blessed that all of this is just a 10-minute drive from my house. This is ridiculous. I mean, look at this. That is so nice. Is that a WRX STI that I see? It is. Check that out. I don't know if, yeah, there it is. Look at that. All right, let's go on it. Yeah, it doesn't have too much. It's okay though, I'll forgive it. All right, first pull in months. What can it do? Oh, it's so fast. That's 60. That's 70. 75. I'll slow it down. Doing 10 over already. Some of you might take this the wrong way. I'm really not trying to bash this car for how slow it is. It's just the reality of it. But it's okay. I really don't mind how slow this car is. Surprisingly enough, because one, it handles it handles incredibly well. It will handle even better once I get rid of these like almost bald tires now. Well, they still have some tread left, but they're on their way out. When I get the tires replaced, I'm going to replace them with summer performance tires, and then this thing should really kill some cars in some cornering action. That is going to be it for is this a cop coming up behind me? What did I do? Anyway, that is going to be it for today's POV video. If you want to see my last video on this car where I installed some automatic Celica GTS pedals, click here in the top right corner. And if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, then click that subscribe button in the bottom right. And I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye. Now we take the camera off my head and